It's now time for Party Chat Sports.
The only thing else I got to say is, how about them Cowboys?
Welcome back, everybody, to Party Chat Sports. Caleb Gill, Dillon Schroeder, Drew Nelson here. We'll see if Cam Braun joins us tonight. And as we continue to get closer to the NFL season, we have some more predictions to make. Last week, what we did was we went through the AFC divisions and pretty much ranked 1, 2, 3, 4 in each division. Well, there's one more conference left to do. That's the NFC. That was what we're going to do here tonight. No particular order. We're going to, again, hope that Cam joins us, so we're going to save the North for if he joins us, and if he doesn't, that'll be the last one that we do. We're going to get the South out of the way, and then we'll probably roll into the East. We'll just West should be the last one that we do, but if it happens to be the North, it happens to be the North. But before we start talking about this miserable conference, or miserable division in the conference, the NFC South, what's up, fellas?
What's up? We're good. Watched Carson Beck and Kenny Pickett tear it up. A little bit of Haynes King action. It's good. Drew, how's the practice footage been?
It's been fantastic. I think we're going to win it all. You know, that's all I need to see.
Is this your year?
All I needed to see was one shared joint practice. We're good. Got it.
Sometimes that's all it takes, you know.
Caleb Downs locking it down.
I'm going to sim the Super Bowl and just hope we're there.
I'm simming to off season. So we'll get to the Cowboys.
That's so tough. We just got out of it and you want to go back. Yeah.
Absolutely.
You had a player go to the hospital today, man.
Yeah.
That was your joint practice highlight.
Yeah, we're going to talk about the team that they played or competed against in that joint practice, the Buccaneers, here in a minute. But looks like the player that went to the hospital, Quantez Stiggers, he's been released and is home recovering. So that's good. Quantez Stiggers, he is a corner that the Jets drafted 2-3 years ago. He's a
all right.
special teamer.
All right.
But a little scary situation there. Speaking of the South.
But the NFC, the South here. Yeah, go ahead.
The Buccaneers, they are a team that I think are probably the early favorites. I haven't looked at the odds yet, but I'm just assuming
we're starting at 4. We're starting at 4, man. Go back. You're 2 ahead.
But this entire division is nuts. It's gross. Anyone can win and anyone can lose is the point I was getting to. Because the Buccaneers are probably favored. Could they be 4th? Probably not.
I don't think the Falcons can win it.
Probably not.
I was going to start this off by saying I think the Falcons finish last. That was going to be my just the quarterback situation being as ugly as it is. It's terrible. It's terrible. It's one of the worst in the league. It's not the worst. You know, the Browns are out there throwing quackers each day, but it's very bad. They are losing edge rushers like it's nothing. I just don't see a lot to write home about here. Besides, Bijan's going to be fun to watch, but he's going to cut it to a 3-score lead when he scores, unfortunately.
And that's the other thing. Like, fantasy owners, beware, because Bijan's only going to get the ball in the first half, and then they're just going to have to go pass heavy. It's going to be a lot of Drake London.
They do got Drake London.
Kevin Stefanski went from an awful quarterback situation.
Kyle Pitts.
To another awful quarterback.
They got
situation.
weapons. I mean, I feel like any team in this division, they got weapons, they got pieces, but it's still bad. I mean, you had 3 8-9 finishers last year. They're bad, but I just think the Falcons are going to end up being the worst of the bad. And it could be the Saints too, but you know.
And you mentioned the edge rushers. They lost their 2 draft picks. Their 2 first-round draft picks from a year ago, both out for different reasons, but they won't have them this year.
Yeah, it's not good.
2 first-rounders, essentially use 25 and 26 first-rounders, and they will not be on the field this year. That's tough. And then you have Tua and Michael Noni's Penix as your quarterback options. R.I.P., man.
Yeah.
Falcons.
They had like some random dude I've never heard of taking first team snaps in practice or
At quarterback.
Like, yeah, the other day. I forget what his name was. Like, I've literally never heard of this person in my life.
Cooper Rush, Jack Strand.
That could be him. Yeah,
he's the 4th string. Cooper Rush is the 3rd string at the moment.
I think Strand was the first teamer, and that's when they brought in Cooper Rush.
Yeah,
they do got Zachariah Branch though. The weapons are fun. The weapons are fun.
Just no quarterback.
Yeah, there's no quarterback.
There's no one shooting the weapons. They're just sitting there.
Right. They're just really cool looking. But,
yeah,
and the defense isn't bad. They got some names, but they got AJ Terrell, Jesse Bates. Their back end, Xavier Watts.
Terrell's not that good anymore.
Yeah, he used to be. So they got some
good.
names. They got some names on the team, but I just don't see it. Plus Stefanski is.
Didn't they draft his brother?
Yeah.
The corner that just came out of Clemson.
They did. He's a backup, Avion. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You got the Terrell bros.
Yeah. They're last.
So yeah.
I think the rest of the division 1 through 3 is where it's like, I don't want to say interesting because they're all just bad. Like 1 through.
Before we get Falcons haters, they could also win this division. So let's just throw that out there. But
it's not completely impossible, but
not
it's less likely than
odds
all
aren't
the
in their
rest.
favor. Yeah, odds aren't in their favor. Who wants to throw out who they think the 3rd place finisher is?
Panthers.
Mm.
I disagree.
I was going back and forth with the Saints, but if Tyler Shuck takes any sort of a next step, I don't remember what their strength of schedule, but wasn't their strength of schedule a little easier for the Saints?
Crap, man, that picture is so old on the Twitter chat. It's gonna take me forever to find it.
There's other ways to find strength of schedule though, but I feel like the Saints had an easier one. Shuck takes another step. They added the running back. It's not Etienne anymore. It's whatever his name is.
HN.
Yes.
Yeah, but it's not. It's not, dude. It's not.
It is.
It's stupid.
It is.
Stupid pronunciation. That's like pronouncing Duquesne with all those S's in there and
Jordan
Q's.
Tyson.
Jordan Tyson is I mean, rookie of the year. Like he's good, man. He was routing.
That one clip
dude,
from
when he was
training
routing
camp.
up. Oh my gosh.
Shoo! I don't
He's
need to
had
see
more.
anything else.
He's had more routing them up clips. It's
I'm
like,
sure.
oh, if Tyler Shuck just puts it in the vicinity, man. We did. Don't leave me out of that.
2 and 3 is kind of a coin flip for me, but I'm leaning Saints because I'm banking on Tyler Shuck taking a little bit of a progression this year.
Oh man, I went far too back.
Better than the Panthers.
But
the Panthers did win some good games last year. Got to give them that.
They did.
I think the Saints will finish 3rd, even though they are nice with their Jordan Tyson's just nice with it. I just think they have a few more holes. The Panthers on their defensive end, I feel like they're a little bit better, a little bit more stout. Again, you're looking at 2 8 and 9, 7 and 10 teams though.
Yeah, they're not going to the margin is going to be like a game. Because that's how the NFC South is. Like, you could be 4th place and then 1 week at the end of the year be 1st.
Bro, since when did they got Zach Wilson?
All right, so maybe not the Saints.
Olave, Tyson, Juwan Johnson, though, that's a really nice weapon trio. And then the running backs, Ajin Kamara, Devin Neal from a few years ago was a fun name in the draft. They're cool on offense.
I found the
A little
chart.
cooler.
The Saints have the
Thank
3rd
you.
easiest schedule. It's Lions, Bengals, Saints. And then the Panthers are 30th. So they have the third hardest schedule.
Yeah, go ahead and give me the Panthers and then the Saints.
Yeah, I'm cool with that as well. You know what that means. Buccaneers, though, winning this division, they do have the 25th easiest schedule, so bottom 10 hardest.
I mean, I don't think the Buccaneers are going to be that good either, but they do have the best quarterback. And Ibuka was really good at points.
Yeah. The Buccaneers,
and I think their quarterback is healthy, is key for Baker.
He's healthy and he's got a chip on his shoulder this year, and that's usually when Baker
chip on his shoulder. Yeah.
When he's got the
I'm
doubters.
gonna put it out there. I think the Bucs are doing the right thing.
Yeah,
probably.
They probably are.
I don't blame them for that. I blame them for keeping Todd Bowles as their coach.
Yes,
but Baker Mayfield does not need anywhere near top of the market money. Obviously, he's not going for like top of the market, but like he shouldn't even be sniffing the vicinity.
I mean, I think you could have extended him, but it sounds like they tried to, and he felt disrespected by their probably market accurate number.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
I'm curious to see I'm curious if that number will ever come out. Like, this is what was offered to Baker. Unless it already
I feel like somebody said, and it was like someone quote tweeted it and was like, yeah, that's actually
fair.
That's about right.
Like at first it's like, really, Bucks, you're not going to extend Baker, and then you dive deeper into the whys for both sides. Like, you know what? Especially if you're Jason Licht, the GM, you're not sure if Todd Bowles is going to be here in 2027. Why?
Yeah, I mean, they're probably going to do a quarterback reset, and Baker Mayfield is going to be somewhere else. I've seen him
Vikings.
in Pittsburgh a lot. Vikings, yeah,
it's a strong possibility.
They also have a full season of Bucky Irving. They did not have that last year. Kenneth Gainwell, backup running back, who was good for the Steelers, even though I wasn't a fan of it. They got Ted Hurst in the draft. They got Ibuka, Chris Godwin, McMillan, Tez Johnson.
It's on paper they're good. It's
their line is good. Tristan Wirfs,
they got
Barton.
Ruben Bain.
We didn't really talk about the Panthers at all, by the way.
We did not.
Yeah, I mean we can circle back.
Tedroll McMillan defending offensive rookie of the year.
Yeah,
I don't believe in the mini resurgence that Bryce Young had. I just don't.
No, I
buy
don't
it.
either. But
I'm not buying.
who's the running back now? Because Dowdle,
Chuba Hubbard, just full time. They got Jonathan Brooks, Trevor Achane, so the brother of the other Achane, and then AJ Dillon out here, the fourth string running back.
Yeah,
which
dude
is
was playing in the
diabolical.
freaking Hall of Fame game.
Yeah, he was scoring at the end of the Hall of Fame game. That's tough. He's gonna go back to Farming Simulator, but. Jonathan Brooks was that highly touted running back draft pick that had like knee issues that they thought was going to be awesome, and he just kept having knee issues.
Yeah, just disintegrated his knees twice.
John Mechie, though, good for him. He was looking decent.
I'm a Xavier Leggett fan.
I like the way he talks.
I love the way he talks.
He's actually not as good on the field as he should have been as a first round draft pick.
He started being pretty good towards the end of the last season.
I hope he is. Like, yeah, I like him.
When I said that video on TikTok the other week, I didn't realize he had such a sad life story. So
yeah, that was
Xavier
sad.
Leggett fan over here.
Unfortunately, it's just who's throwing him the ball, and regardless of if it's Bryce Young or if he gets hurt because he's a toothpick, you got Kenny P, only one glove these days. Haynes King, who's a pure runner archetype. Kyle Trask. It's just not that great of a quarterback room. It's just not ideal.
Haynes King is the future.
Haynes King is going to be a third stringer for a minute in the league. He's going to make a career out of it.
That's not a bad career to have. If you make a couple bucks.
Trace McSorley did it. Handful of years, bouncing around. He could still be playing for all I know. I don't think he is, but
I doubt it.
Beats me.
But yeah, I just from a weapon standpoint, defense standpoint, I just think the Panthers are not quite where the Buccaneers are. But the Panthers won the division last year over the Buccaneers, and I would have said the same thing at the start of last season. So They also got Chris Brazell, the Tennessee wide receiver, who's pretty sick. He's on IR though, so I don't know what that's all about.
He got hurt.
That sucks.
Panthers have
IRs.
had
Is he like done?
I don't think you can go on the pup right now. And
did he go on pup or IR though?
It says IR.
I don't think the IR exists. Technically,
that's not true.
Season-ending injury.
No, he's out for the season.
Rip.
Torn LCL because Kendrick Green on the Browns was put on IR already, or IL, out for the season. Auto out for the season. You cannot return. Yeah, so NFC South, that was kind of that, I think. Buccaneers, I think, is all of our picks. Is that what we're doing here?
Bucks, Saints, Panthers, Falcons.
We will get Cam's input when and if he joins.
All right, let's head to the East.
I have something to say.
Go for it.
But we're not there yet because we're starting with the fourth team.
You mean we're starting with the Commanders, right?
I think it's the Giants.
I don't know. I don't feel good about either of those two teams. Like, I feel like the Giants are going to have a lot of hype.
That's 3 and 4. That's 3 and 4, obviously.
Like, the Giants they have hype because they have the second-year quarterback. You have Harbaugh, the established coach. So I think I'd give him the edge give him number 3. But
Malik Neighbors is back.
Jaden Daniels is better than
he is.
Let me look at this defense, though. Don't forget the Giants got Brian Burns, Arvell Reese, Abdul Carter, who's not as fun as he was. Did they have someone else, or did they get rid of him?
They had all those guys last year except for Arvell Reese.
Do they have Thibodeau still?
Kayvon Thibodeau, Colton Hood, draft pick, Javon Holland, Greg Newsome, Drew Phillips. I'm more of a fan of the Giants defense, just looking at it here on paper. The Giants O-line, Moaga, Andrew Thomas, given an extension, I believe. Malik Neighbors, of course, as well. And some running backs that they'll put their head down. Tyrone Tracy, Cam Scattaboo, Devin Singletary. All right. Commanders. What are we looking at here?
Sonny Styles is going to be a good get for them, but he's a rookie. How much are you going to expect from him day one, leading that defense? Deron Payne.
Odafe Owe, Frankie Louvu, Javon Kinlaw, Tim Settle. All right. But then we look at the weapons here. Jaden Daniels throwing to Bill in year 2. Year 2, Bill becomes a law.
Forget about Bill.
Terry, Diggs, Luke McCaffrey, Chigakonkwo.
I mean, the Commanders finally do have a wide receiver they have to game plan for.
Finally. That's
my biggest issue with the Commanders is
I like
Jaden Daniels because he's built like this pen. He's built like a twin.
Yes.
He's going to get split in half.
I would like to see a Jaden Daniels, Bryce Young bench competition.
When he wasn't injured like last year, like we saw in his rookie season, he was very good.
He was pretty good.
The combination of let's just assume health for a second. The combination of Daniels, Scary Terry, and Diggs is better than what the Giants have, in my opinion.
I think the true player of Jaden Daniels is somewhere between that rookie season and the injury season. That's the true version.
You think that's his ceiling?
I think that's who he is as a player.
I don't know if he gets better than that rookie season. Kind of like what we saw with C.J. Stroud.
I think he get a lot of better.
RG3.
RG3 is another one. He could be. I just don't know if he will be. And I think my thing with the Commanders is they peaked way too early, and I don't know if they return because they peaked too early. They went all in last year thinking they were further ahead in their development than they actually were. They got older. Now they are not nearly as old as they were a year ago. They unloaded guys like Debo. I just think they're the worst team in the division. I don't know if Dan Quinn is good enough to consistently be a good coach. Like, he has his weird moments where it's like that first year or two you get a jolt and then he just dies. And if you're debating between the third team and the fourth team, who's a better coach?
They were in the NFC Championship 2 years ago.
They were.
Patriots were in it last year. I don't know that really means anything.
I wouldn't say it means nothing.
The Jets were once in AFC
The Lions were too, and when we talk about them, I don't think we're going to be putting them up in there again.
It carries some weight.
2 years after the Jets' last AFC appearance, Mark Sanchez ran into the ass of his own tackle, so I don't know how much that matters.
Yeah. They're not going to no NFC Championship game. I can tell you that right now.
No, I didn't say they were.
I flip a coin. I honestly flip a coin. Both teams are probably going to be between 5 wins and 7 wins, I think.
What did we do for over-unders on them? Like, I don't
That's
remember.
a great point, Gilliam. Great point. Let's see. So for the Giants of New York, 7.5 was the line. We all took the under. And for the Commanders, 7.5 the line. We all took the under. so
We all agree they're going to be bad. Both teams are going to be bad.
They're going to be 3 and 4. Put them in whatever order you want.
I mean,
in this
it wouldn't
division.
shock me if one of them was just randomly pretty decent.
I think, again, it's going to come down to how many games.
One of the teams is going to be a team that you don't really want to play that much.
It's going to be whoever's quarterback plays more games. Both of them are injury prone, so and you can't really guess that. Dart likes to run into piles with his head, his forehead in particular. Jaden Daniels is Gill's pen, so I don't know which one is going to last longer. I don't know.
Yeah.
All right. Who's finishing second?
It's the Eagles, man.
I
agree.
think so too.
I
so
agree,
too.
man. I agree. not to just boost that hopium, because if Cam was here, I'll be Cam for a second. Cowboys suck. They're finishing last.
Finishing
blah, blah, blah. Rah. That's what he would say.
Cowboys Vikings
So now that
from 2012.
Now that,
playoffs.
1995, something like that. Anyway, Eagles. We're going to talk Eagles first. They are regressing on multiple fronts. Wide receiver room's getting worse. O-line's getting older. Defense is still good. They're not a bad defense. They went 11-6 last year for a reason. I think the defense was a heavy part of that. Your quarterback is going into a system of throwing over the middle of the field, which he struggles to do. And I think we all agree that Nick Sirianni has been a clown the whole time he's been in the league. So he's been kind of riding on a good roster, but I don't think he's that good of a coach. And I don't know if we got many qualms with that around here.
Yeah, I think they're going to struggle. Devonta Smith is good, but he's not. I don't think he's great.
Especially
he got a lot of help. He got a lot of help with A.J. Brown being on the other side of the
So
field.
now him having to be the number one guy. Mekhi Lemon, I'm not going to buy into any of the stuff about him quite yet. You know, about how he might not be starting, whatever it was at the beginning of the season.
He ain't even practicing though.
I don't really know what the story is behind that too much, but we'll see. Either way, that's still not a great duo in my eyes.
Dontavian Wicks.
Yep. Who had some random good games with the Packers, but not consistent.
Elijah Moore.
Eli Stowers, though, for real.
Saquon obviously took a huge step back last year. The offensive line, losing their offensive line coach, was a huge step back. The defense will still be pretty good, other than Jalen Carter may have killed that guy or been involved in killing that guy, so we'll see what happens with that.
If not, he was the getaway driver for sure.
Allegedly.
He was the getaway driver.
Maybe not even allegedly. I just saw a tweet, so obviously it's true. Yeah, so we'll see what happens. He got.
I feel like my getaway driver joke needed a laugh there, but maybe
I didn't hear it. I was too busy trying to cover myself.
My bad.
I mean, they're still going to be a good team. Don't get me wrong. The defense is still probably going to be really good. I'm not a Hurts believer, obviously, and the offense is worse than it was last year, and there's no argument to be made otherwise.
I feel
in my opinion.
The reason the Eagles are going to be second is less about the Eagles and more about the Cowboys.
I'm cool with that too.
I've been a big believer over the last month or so that the Eagles have taken a step back, and this is where we start seeing the regression and the Nick Sirianni, Jalen Hurts era coming to a close. Offensively, the offensive line isn't what it used to be. Lane Johnson's already said that he's retiring after this year, so he's getting up there in age. Defensively, they'll be good. You have Vic Fangio calling plays, but I mean, Rick Wolin on the other side of Quinyon Mitchell, it'll be okay. I just defensively they'll be fine. It's the offense that I'm the most concerned about. Losing AJ Brown is going to hurt this team tremendously this year. Not having Brown. Ah, damn. It's trying to reconnect, isn't it?
We're losing you a little bit there, Gill.
I see that.
I'm not going to lie. I didn't hear a word you just said, but it's probably going to come through the final recording.
It did last time.
It did last time. Yep. I'm just going to say yes. Whatever you just said. Probably right.
All right, we'll go with it.
Turn it over, though. Cowboys are winning this division. Drew, tell us why.
In my opinion, last season obviously it was terrible, right? Obviously. Not even in my opinion, just was. If you have a below average defense, you go from 7-9-1 to somewhere in the range of 10 wins or so. So I think they've done enough to bring that defense. I'm not saying it's going to be the best defense in the league by any means, but you just have to be somewhere in the middle, even below middle, and you're automatically
20th
in contention for playoffs and the division title. So I think they have done that. The defensive line is really good. Obviously, we had Quentin and Kenny Clark last year, but only for part of the season. So a full offseason together, bringing down a second year for Donovan Ezraku, which would be good. Malachi Lawrence.
Overshown, healthy?
Oh, healthy Overshown for now. We'll see. He's wearing the green dot, so we'll see how that goes. The safeties are a lot better. So there are definitely still holes. Like the corners are very unproven. Bland has been terrible. Ravel, as a rookie last year, wasn't great. Still coming off the injury, so hopefully at the second year he can bounce back and start looking like he was in college. The linebackers still an unproven group. Overshown hasn't played very much. You got D. Winters, who the Niners traded him for a fifth. He's not some superhero, but he's a serviceable starting linebacker. Barham out of Michigan, we'll see what he can be, but it's a very unproven group. So there's still definitely holes on the team, but it's an improvement by a million miles from where we were last year. And obviously the offense is still pretty much the same unit. And that's a lot of what is going to make the team good is the continuity of the team, specifically on the offense. It's pretty much the same offense. And some pieces of the defense are the same, but a lot of the important pieces got switched up. So they're only going to get better from where they were last year, barring a Dak injury, which don't curse me, Dillon. I know he's due. Every other year.
No.
But,
No. I was not.
We'll see. But yeah,
they're only
going to, barring health or barring injury, just assuming health, which won't happen for everyone, but hopefully for a majority of the team it will. They're only going to be better than last year, and we split with the Eagles last year as well. So I just those Ravel highlights in the joint practice got me feeling nice.
Ravel coming out was like a sleeper. He was like sleeper agent. This guy's gonna be nice. And then I feel like he got hurt as a rookie, and then like that stunts your growth.
He got hurt in college. That's why he fell to the third round.
Yeah. So he, that's stunted growth. That's no training camp, no nothing. You eventually, jump on the moving train. But, this offense is obviously where the conversation starts. You got Dak, who's going to be pushing for 4,000 to 5,000 yards, 30-plus touchdowns. CeeDee Lamb, George Pickens, you got 2 wide receiver ones on your team. That alone. The Tylers on the line. I saw the one video of them kind of walking. And the quote was like, Tyler no longer looks like he's one salad away from being a tight end. But they just had some drip, O-lineman drip.
There's 3 Tylers, by the way.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, can you get Terrence Steele to change his name to Tyler too, just so you have?
That'd be
He's
sick.
a bum, so hopefully we just let him go eventually and get it with Tyler.
But yeah, the offense just looks fantastic, doesn't it? It just does. Ryan Flournoy isn't the most awesome wide receiver 3, but
no, you wait.
yeah.
He's nice.
We're
nice.
talking Ryan Flournoy, man.
Ryan Flournoy is nice, bro.
He had almost 500 yards last year and 4 touchdowns. I mean, wide receiver 3, that ain't bad.
What about Jonathan Mingo, guys?
Yeah. That second round pick.
Jonathan Mims on the roster.
He is on the roster. Marquez Valdez-Scantling, Turpin.
Yeah. That's the MVP maker, MVS.
So yeah, the offense is obviously awesome, and then defense. I do like Quinn Williams for a full season, and Caleb Downs on the back end alone is going to bring you up 3 spots on the defensive rankings. I mean, I was just looking, 511 points against, 511.
Yeah,
the next highest I'm seeing was the Cardinals at 488. Most other teams are in the Jets. Sorry, also over 500. The Bengals pushing it, but you get out of that realm of 500 plus, closer to 450, which is where a lot of teams are well under that, in the 300s even. But we're not even asking for that. You shave a touchdown here and there, you're going to win, like you said, Drew, 3-4 more games. And I think they have the team to do it. So, NFC East champs. We'll see. The playoffs are always a different story for the Cowboys. We'll see when we get there. But
I believe in the Cowboys this year to at least win the division. Over the last couple of years, I've grown into being a Dak believer. I think that's part of my evolution. As going from Dak his ass to actually Dak should have won an MVP a couple of years ago.
Thank you.
Look at the weapons that he has.
It's a long road for Drew to get here.
Means a lot.
I mean, George Pickens could easily be wide receiver 1 on this team.
Pookie Bear.
CeeDee Lamb.
Dak and George were supposed to be on my team.
Definitely no jealousy there, right?
I got Mike McCarthy, man. I had it.
Yeah.
It was coming together. It was coming together.
Someone from the Cowboys was going to be on your team.
I was, instead of Rodgers, it was supposed to be Dak. After McCarthy, Dak flame out in Dallas, it was supposed to be me. Instead, they got my Pookie. They got my Pookie GP. Anyway,
I'm a big believer in those. That trio alone.
I miss George Pickens so much. I do.
Yeah, he's pretty nice.
Anyway, get this out of my face now.
The defense, Quinn Williams, in the little time that you guys had him last year, he was pretty good. There's a reason he was extended. He's a damn good player, stuffing one of the best run defending players in the NFL.
You weren't going to give up all that and not extend him, so that was good that they did that.
And I mean, I'm starting to see people actually praising the Cowboys for all right, well, we got rid of Micah Parsons, but what did we get back?
That's how I know some bullshit's about to happen. Something terrible.
Everyone
getting Quinn Williams, drafting Malachi Lawrence and Caleb Downs, and you still are paying less than you would have paid for Micah. On paper, that ain't bad. But the Caleb Downs addition to the back end, having another full season of Quinnen, a healthy Overshown, each layer of the defense, assuming health, covered. And that's going to be a huge difference maker for the Cowboys this year.
And even just the new defensive coordinator, kind of a guy that
who is it again?
Wasn't necessarily a big name. Christian Parker from the Eagles, actually. Not like a big name coming out, but as soon as he was hired, everyone was like, wow, that's actually an incredible pick. And something that it's a hire that the Cowboys wouldn't have traditionally made. And even just kind of reading up on it, they almost didn't. Like they had interviewed 9 guys, and Schottenheimer was like, "Well, I think we've got our pool here." And then Christian Parker came in as like the 10th guy, and ended up getting the job. So he's come in. He's worked with Patrick Surtain has talked about him. He was with the Broncos, I think, when Surtain was like a rookie, or maybe a couple years there in Denver, and then flipped over to the Eagles. Worked with Quinyon Mitchell. So he's a DB's guy. So now he gets to work with Revel and Caleb Downs and the whole secondary, which is probably the biggest unit that needs help. So I think it's going to be
a Cowboy.
Great. I know. Can you believe that, man?
That's
all we like. That's why I should have said, "Hey, we're winning." Just Caleb Downs. That's it.
You got a generational safety prospect, man. It's not an important position, but that don't mean he ain't.
Safety even before that. Like Jalen Thompson was a good signing from the Cardinals. I always
PJ
forget
Locke.
the dude. PJ Locke from the Broncos is fine, along with Malik Hooker, who we already have.
Is he okay? PJ Locke injury?
Yeah.
Okay.
It was just like a hyperextension when you sent that.
There's a lot of those. Fine. Like clear as day ACL tears, man, and it's like, oh, he's hyperextended. He's fine. If that were to happen a month from now, bro, it's gone. It's gone. if that injury happens in September, dude.
In these training camps and stuff, like you get a bruise, you're getting carted off the field.
Yeah,
like scratch, bring out the cart. So it happens.
Most of the time, it's because the walk to the facility is so dang far.
Yeah. No, I'm excited for the season, obviously, as you guys saw in the Twitter chat today.
Quote that.
I am ready to be hurt again.
It's football season.
At least
I can't wait.
When George Pickens and CD are on the field, and now Caleb Downs, it's going to be fun. There's going to be some heartbreak, I'm sure, but it's going to at least be interesting and fun to watch.
Gill, remember when you were saying this about Justin Fields last year, week 1? You were like, "It's at least, hey, we may be bad, but listen, at least it's going to be fun."
I ain't talking about the Jets here. That's a different story.
Yeah, that was a word.
I'm just saying. Julian saying. All right.
By the way, when is that video coming out?
The QB one?
Yeah.
My plan for that is going to be the week leading up to week 0 of college football.
Perfect.
So it's like in a couple weeks. Now we're kind of fresh. Here's all your QBs. Let's get into week 0. College football's here.
Put Sam Levitt at the bottom of the list.
I don't know that he's going to be in the video. He may be mentioned, but he's not going to be like.
You should probably mention him, but mention him at the bottom.
He'll be mentioned about how he moved down from last year's list. I gotta save time in certain places. There's a lot of people talking about.
All right, before we do we do
this man ain't showing up.
Cam is joining.
There's no way he's showing up. So
all right, let's do the North. Let's do the North, and we'll save the best for last.
The North. Let's see what
all
we
right,
got here.
So
I think we all know who's finishing last.
Do we?
Yeah. Yeah, we do.
I don't know that we do.
He ain't here to stop.
I kind of think Packers are like right there. I'm not a believer in the Packers at all. I don't think the weapons are all that great. What's going on with Josh Jacobs? I'm not a big believer.
Let me pull up the depth chart. The
defense did not get better from what I can recall. I know
Jordan Love is dookie. Jordan Love is dookie, but we got to remember
last year.
The Lions at least have,
and I don't know what they've done to get better. What have they done to get better since last year?
They have their coordinator for more than a year.
No, they don't. We established this.
They don't.
They have
the
Cardinals guy.
Yeah, they have the Cardinals offensive coordinator Drew Petzing.
They signed Josh Dobbs last week.
Look, Teddy Bridgewater was their quarterback. He packed it up and retired, and that should Tell you all you need to know.
They got Blake Miller, rookie on the line, and nope, not and. Never mind.
Which one just got hurt? Their center? Yeah, because Cade was like,
yeah.
Too bad they don't
their
know
center
another
went from Cade Mays to Juice Scruggs.
Yeah.
Juice is his name.
Yeah, no, Cade literally about to be playing center for the Detroit Lions.
What's the deal with Branch and Joseph? Because they both on the pup right now.
They dead.
And I think
Branch
that
is fine. I don't know about
I feel like that's important on the back end. Because let's not forget, they were getting cooked back there.
That's what I was saying when we talked about their over-unders. I think their defense is like in scary territory.
They do got Keith Abney.
They do have Keith Abney to go
in the 5th round.
But I don't think he is like going to save the team.
I like their front 7. Like Jack Campbell, Malcolm Rodriguez, Hutchinson is fine. He's not the superstar that Detroit area citizens make him out to be. Aleem McNeil, DJ Wona, like Derek Barnes. They got some, like the front 7's fine. It's just fine, though, is what it is.
It's all out, cover 0 blitz every time. Just hope they get after the quarterback and say, fuck it, put them in one-on-one.
I think their back end, they get Roger McCreary, I think, fresh this season. I could be wrong. Maybe he was on the team last year as well. Him with DJ Reed and Keith Abney as your corners. They also got Rock Ya-Sin back there as well. Is fine.
I like some DJ Reed.
Kirby Joseph, Brian Branch, the defense is fine in my opinion. It is. So it's just, can you get Jared Goff going again, or with Jahmyr Gibbs, Amon-Ra, Jameson, Tesla, Laporta, the O-line with some pieces added in? Can you get Jared Goff going, or is this finally going to be the year where we look at Jared Goff, we say, okay, this is a quarterback going into his age 32 season. Is he still going to compete, or is he going to start to slow down? Because he's a guy that's not going to wow you with athletic traits. He's a pocket passer. Is he still able to compete at a high level? Or last year the Lions struggles. There was a lot of Goff needs to go conversation.
I think we'll see the Lions taking a quarterback high in 27. I don't know if it's first or second round, but I think they'll be one of those teams that do that. Which
they're probably not one that goes first round, but there's going to be plenty of names on day 2 that they finally get one that they stake a claim on.
But I still think the Lions are good enough to not finish in the bottom half of this division. I still think it's either Vikings or Packers for me in last, and my gut is telling me Packers are not going to be that good this year. I look at this defense. Carl Brooks, fine, I guess. Lucas Van Ness they took a couple of years ago in the first round. Micah Parsons, how's he going to be coming off of injury? Your corners are Carrington Valentine, Keeson, Nixon, Javon Bullard. You have Xavier McKinney rotting back there in the secondary. This is not a good team.
Xavier McKinney was good.
Xavier McKinney is good.
But my biggest
I
concern
think the Vikings quarterback position. How far is Kyler going to take you? What is that actually?
Kyler is better than what they had last year.
Yes. 9 was awful. No matter how much Cam tries to shove propaganda of game managing down your throat, he was terrible. All right, he was terrible. Their defense, the names on their defense are not as great as their coordinator Brian Flores. There's just guys out here that are they're just guys. But don't let the Cam propaganda fool you this is a top 5 defense he would want you to believe, because Brian Flores is great. I don't think it's top. I don't think it's that good of a defense that you may think.
Who the hell?
Obviously, they got Jordan Jefferson.
I think it's better than bad. It's still good.
I think it's league average. But
Did you ghost us? No.
Who's their running back?
Aaron Jones and Jordan Mason.
On paper, the offensive weapons look fine. But Justin Jefferson's only going to take you so far. Jordan Addison is not terrible. Juwan Jennings.
They added Juwan Jennings. He's an awesome wide receiver 3. He's an awesome wide receiver 3.
Big Jennings fan.
I just think they're fine. I don't know. I'm not overwhelmed with them. I agree, Gill. Looking at the Packers roster, it's not great.
Like, this feels
It's
like
really not
LaFleur's last year. Like, if last year wasn't LaFleur's last year, it feels like we're heading towards a divorce this year. And if there's a divorce in Green Bay, the quarterback play's got to be bad.
I don't know what that's left us besides some combo of Packers, Vikings, Lions are not winning this division, because I think pretty clearly the Bears are the favorite with the ascendance of Caleb Williams, another year of Ben Johnson, top to bottom what feels like the best roster in the division. From a weapon standpoint, Loveland, Odunze, Burden, Swift, Monungai, Cole Kmet, an O-line that's decent enough. They got some really good players like Darnell Wright there. And then on defense, a really ascending group. They go out and they get Devin Bush in the middle. Their O-line's pretty decent. Their back end's decent. They got Dylan Thieneman back there now as well.
The Kobe Bryant injury hurt them. Like, them acquiring him, he probably won't play this year, but they'll still be pretty good. I trust Dennis Allen in his play calling there on the defense side.
He'll be back for the playoffs, supposedly.
Yeah.
So
that's kind of
they will be there. They will be in the playoffs. Jalen Johnson.
And they will be
They're good, man.
A playoff game.
They're good, man. I think Caleb Williams throws for 4,000 yards. I think he does it. That could just mean buying into the propaganda, but I'm buying.
It's a good trade.
I'm buying.
He was how close last year? Like, he got, he had some mishaps last year, but still managed to be within 100 yards, right?
He was 58 away. Yeah.
Yeah. He'll get it.
So, 27 touchdowns, 7 interceptions. His completion percentage, did go down. 58% is not what you want to see. No. Regardless of whatever circumstance you want to say. Ben Johnson's making him push the football down the field more. All that stuff is great. 58% still can't happen.
The big
Generally
thing for the Bears is you have to figure out why you had to come back so often, because their wins were all like those fourth quarter miracle wins. It felt like you have to figure out why were you put in those situations to begin with, and if you clean those up, and if you go into the fourth quarter with the lead more often than not, you're able to hang on to like that's what I want to see from the Bears this year. Last year it was great. And I was even saying, like, you just got to learn. I'm not a fan of how they're winning, but you have to learn how to win to become a winning football team. You have to figure out ways to pull these wins out of thin air, and they did that. Now, continue to build on that and take the next steps in your progression. If you continue to trend up, the Bears will be fine. You can't be in a spot where it's like, well, this is what worked last year. If you get stuck in that same mindset of, like, this is how we did it last year, it's going to work. It's not going to work this year. Because how many times have we seen, like, the Vikings, or just that's always the first one that comes to mind for me, where they have all these miraculous wins. It's the law of averages. So if you don't get better, if you don't change anything up, that's going to balance itself out. And then the following year, you're going to have all those should have been losses that were wins end up actually being losses. So don't put yourself in that spot. Caleb Williams has to take the next step, and I think he does. And that defense is just too damn good.
This is low-key like the NFC South. Any of these teams could actually win the division.
It's just a good version. It's because they're decent. It's not because they're bad.
Yeah. I'm buying what you're selling of the Packers. Packers being bottom 2. I got the Bears being top 2. And the Lions and Vikings could switch. I could honestly see without being – I'm not going to be a hater for a second.
That's good.
If the Vikings miraculously won the division, I would not be that surprised. Not saying that they're going to. That's not like my prediction.
I think that's a little Kyler Kyler juice in the desert. You know, you've been listening to the radio too much.
There's not a lot of Kyler fans here, man. Not anymore.
I will couch this Bears conversation to say they won 11 games last year. I don't think they win like 13. Like I still think 11 to 12 is the range, but I think it's like you said, Gill. It's more convincing wins instead of like miraculous wins.
Yeah. How are
and
you?
They will be a better win. They will be a better 11 win team than they were last year, or they'll win 12, and that'll be a good number.
And you're right, Drew. I mean, if the Vikings win, it's not like I'd be surprised if KOC, this so-called quarterback whisperer or really great offensive mind, well then. Your job is to get the most out of Kyler Murray. And at one point in his career, midway through the season, he was an MVP candidate years ago. Like, he has those tools in his bag occasionally. Can you make him a consistent quarterback? I don't think he is going to be that good, but I wouldn't be surprised. Like, nothing would surprise me with this division.
Yeah, our group consensus on the over-unders, a little bit of a mixed bag, but generally the Vikings were a wild card. Basically, me and Gill had them finishing last. Drew and Cam had them finishing not last. The other two was kind of a Packers towards the bottom, Lions towards the bottom, Bears towards the top, and then, like I said, Vikings, you can shuffle them around those. But that's kind of the tier. It was like Packers, Lions, Bears, with the Vikings kind of floating in between.
Yeah. My four is in order, top to bottom: Bears, Lions, Vikings, Packers. But I can see an argument for any other combination.
Lions are easiest schedule, right? Or hardest?
Top two or three easiest.
They are
second.
the easiest. The easiest.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Number one. I, regardless, think this division sends one playoff team.
Yes.
Because I think you got two coming from the East, and you got three coming from the West. So,
yeah,
that's what matters here.
That sounds right.
But it'll be close. I think the Eagles are going to be in a fight like that. In the hunt graphics is going to be pretty crowded.
We're about to talk about it, but I could see the third team in the West and the second team in the North, you know, kind of being in the same spot.
Being close. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yep. That's probably accurate.
I'm good with what Gill said.
What were the official picks, by the way? Let me get this written down. I'm picking the Bears. Gill, I think you're picking the Bears.
Yes.
Drew, you got to pick one.
The Bears.
The Bears. All right. Now we can move on.
The Bears.
The West. All right.
The West. The West, man.
The last one's going to be the Cardinals, who we've all said is going to be like a top one or two worst team in the NFL. Contending for
they could be anywhere from
nice,
one win to 7 wins, and they're still coming in last.
Yeah.
They could win 10 games, and they still coming in last.
Maybe.
Now, Drew, your camera and your voice are not lining up for me. And Gill is.
It usually works itself out in post. That's a benefit to these being individual streams. Like, it's kind of our own. It's like a voice call, but they're our own, recordings. It kind of works itself out.
Now the camera's just gone.
I see Drew, but he's glitched out.
No, he's great. Now he's back. All right. But nonetheless, Cardinals, they're going to be in last. They're in Tankathon. Who's the quarterback? Is it Carson Beck? Is it 2027?
Drew, what do they be saying about the Cardinals down there?
They be saying the season's going to suck, and there's basically nothing to look forward to except for just getting to next season. They really badly, some people, but pretty much all of them, all the radio hosts, really badly want Carson Beck to be on a Dak Prescott trajectory. Just for the reason that Dak was drafted in the 4th round and then became the starter after being good in the preseason, yada, yada, yada.
Played the whole game.
Yeah. It's all history from
I don't
there,
think that's how it works. But
sure. that's like best case scenario is Carson Beck magically becomes Dak Prescott light.
I'd say so.
And so they talked about that a few times, but there's a lot in the way of getting to that point. And Brissett is going to be the starter, barring injury, which the starters are going to play in their next preseason game just for a little bit. So, but Brissett will start the season, and probably, I would say probably a majority. I don't think he starts all the season, but he probably starts majority of the season.
Oh, you'll see Carson Beck eventually, for sure.
And you're like, there's just nothing to look forward to other than what draft pick you're getting.
Let's see the Cardinals' schedule and see if we could pinpoint a day or a game that.
Yeah, I mean, we'll give this like 2 more minutes of screen time.
This is like the last thing.
I mean, I don't even think he's going to start half the season. I think he'll start towards the end because you have to at least throw him out there and see what happens.
Yeah, I mean, at the very latest, bye week 14, to then go on a run of the Jets, the Saints, the Raiders, and the 49ers is a good spot.
That would be. We already think that Mendoza's first game is coming out of the bye against the Jets. Could be the same thing for Carson Beck, but I wouldn't be surprised if he starts earlier than that.
It's a gauntlet, though, dude. This schedule's a
Chargers,
gauntlet.
Seahawks,
I don't see it
Niners.
good.
And people say that all the time about like when's the best spot. No, none of the teams actually do that. They just throw them in there whenever they feel like it.
If you're 0-4 and you need a spark.
They do it the wrong way. This is the one thing where I'm pretty adamant that the NFL does this wrong most of the time. Like Kenny Pickett first start, he just got thrown in there at halftime for a spark, and then he was just starting after that against the Bills. Like that was a terrible time to do that. There's so many more examples of they just get thrown to the wolves, unfortunately.
But a spark for the Cardinals is a bad thing. You do not want to play yourself out of a top 1 pick.
Nope.
Yeah, but like, does Carson Beck playing you out of that pick signal good things enough of a good thing?
Not if he looks mid, but they just happen to win.
Right.
But with this schedule, that shouldn't happen. I just looking at the names. This schedule is a gauntlet. It's. Let me look at they have the hardest schedule in the league by a large margin.
I mean, most of it's just playing Rams twice, Seahawks
Look how
twice.
far down they are. That's
Niners
tough,
twice.
dude.
Carson Beck would have to be like offensive rookie of the year for them.
And you take all those hard teams and they just throw in, the Chargers, the Lions, the Broncos, Dallas, the Chiefs. It's like all just get the Jets in December.
Carson Beck's going to turn them into a 10-win team, but if you win 1 or 2 more games than you should have won, then you just get screwed. The Jets know what that's like.
Is Carson Beck going to win you an extra game over Jacoby Brissett?
I would say so. It happens all the time.
You get a weird spark from a rookie.
You get a weird spark for 2 quarters, and all of a sudden you win a game.
This team's going to have 1 win going into December, probably.
I don't think so. They're not that.
You think it's going to be 0? They're bad.
They're
I don't
bad.
see who
They're
they
not
beat.
They're not terrible.
I don't see who they beat.
But teams always do find a way to get a random win.
This
where
is
they
enough Cardinals talk for the NFC West.
They'll beat the
Let's
Cowboys
move on.
because they've beat us like every year for like 5 years.
All right.
Is that game in? At least it's not in Arizona. That'd be way worse.
This is where it gets interesting.
Who's third? I vote the 49ers. Okay.
And the only
for the
reason
substation alone.
I'm looking at their depth chart. You can't see. That's too glary. Questionable, out, questionable, out.
That's kind of funny.
Everybody's dead and hurt.
Wow.
Gone.
I don't get how you actually can't. I don't get how you actually don't trust like the science behind the substation, like ruining.
I mean,
everyone's
even
ligaments.
if it's completely bogus, just for the freaking like vibes, you gotta do something.
Right.
Something's not right.
Players and coaches are superstitious as hell. You see that in the background, and it's like all these players are getting hurt, And I'm sure
Imagine if they had MetLife
turf.
turf to practice on too.
Oh my gosh!
Just be dead.
Imagine if they put some MetLife turf out there next to the substation.
I mean, I'm not going to claim to be some scientist. I would find it hard to believe that it has like zero impact. I don't think it has a huge impact.
It's probably minimal, but
if it did have a huge impact, that would be worrisome for a lot of different reasons. But there's enough stigma now to where you have to actually do something because it's kind of getting crazy.
Yeah.
Well, it's like the Jets and Giants did change the turf out at one point a year or two ago because of the stigma that everybody was getting hurt on it.
And then they put that really nice grass in for the World Cup, and then they ripped it out.
Yeah.
Ridiculous.
Yeah. Anyways, 49ers, I think, finished third, again, because of the amount of injuries that just continue to pile up. It was like they managed to pull off some wins, but you also have...
They won 12 games last year. They had the same record as the Rams.
I could see them not being that good.
They could also win. If they get healthy and stay healthy, they could win the division.
I think my biggest, not just the injuries, but also kind of because of the injuries, the age of their weapons. Deebo Samuel, Mike Evans, George Kittle isn't getting any younger. Christian McCaffrey, a do-it-all running back, is not getting any younger. Their offensive line, Trent Williams, isn't getting any younger. Like this is a team that's getting older.
That is true. All the stuff you just said is very true. I feel like this is what I said about the Bills a few years ago when I said their championship window was closing because like all these big names, it's just like that. It's that crossover period.
Yep.
No, that's a really good point.
And as much as I love Brock Purdy, there's only so much you can do with weapons that are constantly hurt, injured,
and a mediocre arm.
And just an aging team.
There's some Shanahan haters out there as well.
There's a lot of Shanahan haters, actually.
Not very clutch.
A follower of this podcast is a big Shanahan hater and thinks he's overrated.
Is he also a Rodgers fan? I just want to clarify.
Yeah.
All right. Shout out to him.
Big Shanahan hater. And, I mean, there's some backing to it. In the biggest moments of his career, he has, folded under pressure. He does crash every
multiple
so often,
times.
But 49ers are third. This is still going to be a really good third place team.
Like Drew said, like this third place team's in the hunt for that final wild card spot more than likely, and could be in a race with some other teams. But the third place team in this division has the first step.
And we didn't even talk about the defense getting older. Bosa, Warner. I don't know who their defense coordinator is, but it's not Rob Saleh, who is a phenomenal D coordinator.
Rob.
True.
So we kind of in consensus there on third.
Mm-hmm.
So second is the Seahawks.
The Seahawks.
Right?
Yeah.
It's the Seahawks.
And that's not a knock on
that's fine.
them.
That's okay. Super Bowl hangovers happen. That is fine.
I mean, hell, they weren't even a team that was supposed to be in the Super Bowl. They're still going to be a damn good team.
I mean, being second to the Rams that could very well mean you're the second best team in the league.
Yeah. Well, it's going to be like a couple
much.
Years ago where the Vikings were the second best team, but they were the second best team to the Lions, who were 15, something like that wins.
Yeah, 14.
Like
the team's really good.
It's going to
again.
suck.
I think this is a year they finish second, less because of them and more because I just think the Rams eke them out and finish first.
It just feels like
the defense of the Rams that we're about to talk about is just they needed to make a few upgrades and they did.
And the defense for the Seahawks.
The Rams will be without Puka for a certain period of time. That is coming.
Is that an injury thing or a suspension thing?
I think
he left practice with an undisclosed injury today.
But before
also
that,
suspension for sure.
They did say before that.
Not good for my dynasty team, for real.
Yeah, I think they asked McVay about his injury. They're like, yeah, we don't really know. He just left. So We'll see.
All right.
But barring that, whether that could be nothing. He will be suspended. We'll see how many games. But
what's he suspended for again?
I'm biting that chick.
Oh yeah.
Was it that, or was it for the?
That'll do it.
Because there was another thing.
You're not allowed to do that.
Wasn't there an anti-Semitic
can't
thing?
just be munching on people.
Bro, is the Thursday night opener on Netflix? That's what I'm seeing right now.
Please tell me it's.
That's wild. It is. The September
the Thursday
10th.
game in Australia?
It's on Netflix. That's all I know.
Because the Wednesday game is the opener in Seattle.
Yeah, that's on.
No.
We established as Wednesday.
I'm looking at the Rams schedule. I'm looking at the Rams schedule. Rams 49ers on Netflix. Gill's reconnected. He's gone.
Hello.
That's right. He got back there. D-backs just went back-to-back home runs, though.
Reds tied it up in the bottom of the 8th, 4-4 against White Sox. Not that it matters. Reds' first-round draft pick, Justin LeBron, 2 for 2 so far in his debut.
Thank you. Welcome back.
Gill? Oh, no. He gone. No, he's out. He's not in here no more. Let's talk about it. The Rams, that defense.
Let's talk about the Seahawks.
I want to talk about the Rams defense, but it's fine.
We'll talk about the Rams defense after we talk about the Seahawks and their defense.
Their defense is good.
Their defense is good. Defense is very good.
They did lose Kenneth Walker. How much will that affect them? You do have Charbonnet to step in, but Charbonnet coming off the injury.
I think that dude from Notre Dame is pretty good.
Jadarian Price.
Price. I think
a lot of tread on those tires. A lot of tread on the tires.
But you don't take a
brand
guy
new
with
tires.
First round pick like that unless you think he's going to be something.
Yeah, he's going to be nice. He's going to be nice.
I think you're going to be good though.
JSN, awesome. Rashid Shaheed, Cooper Kupp, fine. I do think they could really do with taking a wide receiver early, soon.
Yeah.
That would really make them nice.
Well, Cooper Kupp's getting old.
Instead of early the running back
line.
Yeah, defense still got Leonard Williams, Byron Murphy, DeMarcus Lawrence, Ernest Jones, Witherspoon, Julian Love, Eamon Wari. It's good. It's pretty good.
They have one of the best head coaches in the league, and Mike McDonald. Somebody the Ravens probably should have promoted.
Shout out Ravens. Thank you, boys. Thank you, Ravens.
I like Mike McDonald a lot.
He's good. He's really good. I haven't watched any of the Hard Knocks yet, but
I've not either.
I'm sure you get a good look at him on there.
I'm sure he's an awkward guy. Like he just comes off as like a awkward,
that's what I've heard.
Coach football, but
yeah, but he's not like Mike McDaniel awkward. He's just Mike
McDaniel was head. Like trying to fit in with the cool kids awkward. Where I feel like Mike McDonald is just like I just want to be watching film and coming up with game plans and coach football. I don't want to hear anything else. None of this other BS.
I don't think he's a fan of like having to like interact with people as a head coach.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He's like, let me cook up these plays and these schemes and whatnot, but like I don't want to have to like deal with
the rest of it.
The emotional connection part of the job.
Ian Rappaport did say Puka Nacua has some minor groin soreness, by the way.
That's when he got locked up by Ravel.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's Ravel or
Miles
Revel,
Garrett.
to be honest,
I think it's Revel. I thought it was Revel. I am probably wrong.
No, it could be.
Miles Garrett, some knee inflammation.
Yeah, he didn't practice. He was chirping from the sideline though.
And
obviously Aaron Donald.
They did try out a player named Aaron Donald last week. We'll see if he turns into anything.
Dude, he's playing.
He is, dude. He's You're not doing all that if you don't think, if you're not coming back. You're just not doing it.
I've seen a lot of people say that like he won't come back if he doesn't think he's going to be like as good as he was, which was obviously still really good.
Elite. Yeah.
So I guess I could see that, but I doubt that he has regressed.
Yeah,
that much to the
with how much that dude stays in shape and his fitness regimen.
Dude's a freak.
Who does it? He did his tryout in full uniform. I'm pretty sure.
And he's been resting.
Yeah. Mike McDaniel or Sean McVay literally was like asked about it. He's like, yeah, that dude can play like all day long. Like, yeah, like he's 35. There are older players in the league playing defensive line. Cameron Hayward's 37, and he's still among the best. Aaron Donald is so far above that. It's just if he wants to or not. Yeah.
Aaron Donald doesn't need to be like defensive player of the year for 3-4 time back defensive player of the year. Aaron Donald, but he's still going to be pretty damn good next to Myles Garrett and everybody else on that defense.
It's ridiculous.
It's gross.
It's just
it's going to be ridiculous if he comes back.
He's going to. I would be shocked at this point if he did.
Even if he doesn't, he probably does maybe mid-season or something, just to like be fresher towards the end.
Yeah, I don't see him signing during this preseason or whatever.
No,
but during the
it's
season,
either like right
if he's
before
not on the
week
team,
one,
that is a shock.
or like
we're in November.
Yeah, and then obviously Puka Nacua and Devontae Adams.
That'd be nice.
Kyron Williams
for some mixture of games.
Yeah, Jordan Whittington not as good as my boy that's now a Dolphin, but he's all right.
Tutu Atwell.
Dude was a fantastic wide receiver 3 with those two. But
we'll see. And Stafford, he's not getting any younger.
Yeah, that's big.
This
concern.
is probably it. Or didn't they just extend him? They just extended him, didn't they?
I think they extended him
So
for maybe just like another year or two though.
But even
that's
then,
got to be it.
He doesn't last any more years past that extension. If they win a Super Bowl this year, he's done. I would say.
And he's not exactly like he's not injury prone, but he gets banged up.
Yeah.
And he has been banged up.
He gets banged up. When he was younger, he could play through it. Obviously, he can't do that anymore.
I'd say he's borderline injury prone, but that doesn't leave him. That doesn't take him out.
I could see their offense being the reason that they struggle a little bit. I think the defense is going to be. On paper, their defense could be crazy. The offense, given that you have Puka, Devontae's not getting any younger. Kyron was okay last year.
For like the first 6 weeks of the season or whatever his suspension is, you're one Devontae Adams at like 34 years old, like sprained knee away from running out wide receivers, the names of Jordan Whittington, Xavier Smith, CJ Daniels, Konata Mumpfield, Tyler Scott, Mario Williams.
Mumpfield, bro. It's over.
Brennan Presley, Truett. Like these are bottom of the barrel dudes.
Yeah.
Maybe they surprise me, and I don't know ball, but like, yeah. The wide receiver cupboard is not stocked. Their O-line is decent enough to where you hope the running game takes off, but that was part of their problems last year. The running game could not carry them late in that season. And that's why they were in that game with the Panthers and struggling to break away. Like there were some issues there. Obviously, the defense is going to win them some games like that, regardless of what the offense does. But they do have question marks there. And I think, to your point, Gill,
assuming health,
they're fine.
On paper, they're the best team in the league.
Yeah, but they, like you said, they're one injury away from easily falling behind the Seahawks. Because the Seahawks have depth. And they didn't take no Ty Simpson in the first round for no reason. You would think. Because they could have had an Omar Cooper or a Makai Lemon. Or a Kenyon Sadiq. They could have. And then they'd be super dangerous. But instead they take a backup quarterback that in a perfect world does not play this year or next year.
I don't even think he played against the Cowboys today in practice.
He's technically listed as the third string behind Stetson Bennett.
Hell yeah.
Stetson threw two turkey sandwiches, 2 meatball subs.
Meatball subs.
To an undrafted free agent linebacker.
That's tough.
Who's the corner that the Rams traded for as well?
Trent
McDuffie. Forgot about that. Cameron Kitchens, Cam Curl, Quentin Lake.
Defense,
It's-
defense
Again,
is nice.
but again, like last year
They
on
got
paper,
they got a
Rams,
young Emmanuel Forbes back there, former first round pick.
on paper, the Rams were a huge Super Bowl favorite. My only worry is I'm personally falling into the same trap I fell into last year, where it's like on paper, gotta believe the Rams. They acquired all this talent. They have to be that team.
Well, they were good. If they
And they
beat
were
the
damn good.
Seahawks, if they beat the Seahawks, they're Super Bowl champs. Let's not act
It's
like
true.
they were far away.
This is very true.
Like-
They had the MVP.
They were one game away, basically, and that game was an awesome game that came down to the end.
Yeah.
So, yeah, the defense they added to it, man. If they don't draft Ty Simpson and they draft like Omar Cooper instead, that could be the difference of them winning a Super Bowl this year. It could, and that's just wild to think about.
I hope it doesn't come down to that, but you're right. It could.
Yeah, who gets hurt? Does Puka or Devontae get hurt, or does Stafford get hurt? Does Stafford get hurt and you thrust Ty Simpson in there, Brock Purdy rookie year style, like week 10 or something, and he just takes over and does great because he's got all these weapons around him? Or do you need those weapons for Matthew Stafford?
Well, when they win it this year, and then Stafford's like, "Nah, I'm gonna actually retire," and then they trade for Joe Burrow, and then they win it again next year, you'll see the vision.
And Ty Simpson's a Bengal in this situation.
Tyson's in the Bengals, so it works out for you.
I'm fine with that.
You know, other than the
Sign me
Rams,
up.
are just they're
I would-
they're going to win the Super Bowl, so it doesn't really matter.
I'd buy that ticket right now.
All
Anyway,
right, boys. I think
the
that's a
Rams.
wrap.
That is a wrap. Cam absolutely firing from the hip with his picks, by the way. Just
I know.
Falcons.
40
crazy.
said-
He did say
said
Falcons.
Falcons, 49ers, which I know
Eagles and
his
Vikings.
wife's a 49ers fan, so
Matt
she's
Ryan, the best
not.
quarterback in the Falcons organization, and he's like VP of football operations.
Something like that.
Yeah. Yeah, he was kind of with it on the AFC side. He just went crazy mode on the NFC side. Maybe he could be right. We could be wrong.
Could be.
Yeah, we don't know nothing.
You know, something that happens every year is a worst to first. I don't think we picked any of those, so we are wrong somewhere.
Yes. I think we went status quo.
We picked
with
Bengals. Bengals would be a kind of worst to first candidate.
I don't know.
But
Yeah, they don't really count for me, but I guess that technically would
But
be
they
right.
But-
that is one.
But technically, they're not worse
uh,
than first.
Well, I mean, nobody goes worst to first, do they?
I feel like it happens.
The Jags were pretty close.
Yeah.
We got a lot of seconds to firsts.
Yeah, I don't know if that does it for me.
But the Bengals are our worst to first candidate. So, except for Gill. Gill picked the Ravens, so Gill went fully nothing.
You're welcome. All
Just
right.
chalk all the way through. What are the betting odds? All right, wrap us up.
All right.
It's a long
we
episode.
Thank you, everybody, for
NFC's
joining
the
us.
best conference. So.
This is definitely the best
It is.
conference. It's going to be the most competitive conference where this is what we're watching for week 17, 18. So I'm excited to get to that point. As we continue moving forward and getting closer, we'll have more content up on the feed here at Party Chat Sports. So make sure you check us out on YouTube, TikTok, Twitter is where we post everything as well. We're anywhere and everywhere, all at Party Chat Sports. So until next time, peace.
Pookie Bear.
Finish the fight.